everybody, and welcome to the Great American Little Town podcast. I'm your host, Sean Farmer. I will introduce my guest co-host here momentarily. We're going to save that for a sec. But first, I want to welcome everybody for tuning in this evening and joining our great show. I think we have a great show planned. I always say that every week, but it is absolutely true, and that's why I say it. We are going to be doing kind of a viewer request tonight on our topic. So we've been fielding some questions from viewers prior to leading up, and we'll also take some questions from the chat. Those of you that know how that works and want to throw something in the chat, we'll see if we can get to some of those questions. First, I want to say a little legal statement that I have to do every show, and that is that we remind everybody that the Great American Little Town podcast is an independent broadcast, not affiliated with the city of Galt. We are not representing the city of Galt in any official capacity. I'm not a spokesperson for the city of Galt, and this show is meant for strictly for entertainment and informational, but mainly entertainment, we hope. And so, yeah, just don't take this as an official news press conference or anything like that from the city. So, again, so thank you everybody for tuning in. I want to introduce my special co-host this evening, who has joined us, Mr. JT Thomas, West Coast greatest voice, as you may know him from.
How we doing? Yes. How we doing? How we feeling? How's it going, Sean?
Good. I would appreciate. So Mr. JT Thomas is a local. I would describe you. Somebody said, "Who's JT Thomas?" And I was like, "He's like a local internet personality." That's what I describe you as. Stop, but that's an accurate description? Local internet personality.
I mean, people know about me. The mailman. The mailman don't be my name. He don't be my name.
Yeah, the mailman and all the ladies, all the Latino ladies.
brother, stop. I work at the bank, and so they see me there. That's all that is, brother. That's all that is.
So anyway, so I asked JT to come on tonight to co-host. Dan's still out of town. He's still back in the Midwest.
We love you, Dan.
He'll be back. Shout out to Dan. Safe trip back, Dan. I think he's actually driving back tomorrow, actually. So, yeah. So I thought, JT is all over the intranet. He's on Facebook. He's we'll kind of go into a little bio on him here shortly, but yeah. So I thought it'd be great, and I want to appreciate you, man, for soliciting out to your followers and everything, trying to get people to send in some questions. We had some great questions sent in. We're looking forward to talking about some of them. We're not going to be able to get to all of them. We did handpick a few of them, and we are going to mention, but some of them are actually so good that I've actually queued them up for an upcoming episode to spend like a whole lot more time just on those questions, because they are great questions. So anyways, so go on to our first section, big news. What's going on in the world, JT? Anything you?
Concert on C Street was a success on Friday. You weren't able to attend.
Oh, you're talking about small news. Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we can talk about that. I was thinking about, is there anything big out in the world? Well, there's always something big going on in the world, but I mean,
the biggest thing I will say is, as far as outside of the world, my prayers to those the lives lost in that shooting at the federal facility in Dallas. My captain sent me a message about that today. Thank God none of our officers were injured. I'm not for ICE. I'm just one of the federal guards, and we have a contract out there. So my prayers to them. I would also say that we want to keep the big news all the way local. We're going to go a little bit more international.
No, I was just like, big news of the day. We usually talk about like, what's big outside of Galt. That's anything that was like huge in the news today. Like, oh, did you see the news today about the, but I can't think of anything that
I say 15% on car insurance by switching to Geico. That was one thing.
Dude, that is monumental. Oh my God. I cannot believe that.
State Farm can, you know what I want to say, but I can't say because it's a family friendly platform.
Yeah. Actually, I have a farmer's insurance. Sponsor. So what you should have said was I saved a ton of money on my car insurance switching to farmers.
So what you're telling me is I didn't have to go to Geico. I could have went to you to get the farmers. I should have just talked to you.
Did I tell you this is funny? So my kids and I, we used to joke around, and we had this little thing we'd always say, we are farmers.
While we're doing this, I want to say much love to the Farmer family. Shout out to our producer here in the corner over here. She shares the same respect and reverence for for anime that I
Yeah.
do. We've been trying to get him to get on the anime
Yeah.
train as well. He just don't want to hop on to it,
The
but it's okay.
The show almost went a little long on starting because these two were over here geeking out on a bunch of stuff that was completely over my head. I'm like, I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Okay, so geek is an offensive word. I'm
sorry.
triggered
All right,
now.
sorry.
I'm triggered. I'm
Sorry.
triggered.
Hey, I didn't tell Killen this the other day, but JT and I were.
Oh, don't tell her. No,
I'm going to tell her.
Oh my
So
God.
we were talking about. I don't even remember what we were talking
Yo.
about. We were talking about something. And JT goes. JT says, "Oh, I'm not talking about what those people that can work at GameStop think. What those people think." And I was like, my daughter used to work at GameStop. She was a manager there. And he goes, "Oh, don't tell her that."
See, I'm gonna tell you something. See, I'm gonna tell you that's why I love my mayor, because he gave a very PG-13 friendly interpretation of what I said versus what I said in real life. So I appreciate that.
Hey, Raina says she's watching from Texas, and Dan says he's watching from Idaho.
Raina, shout out to you. If you're in Texas right now, bring us back Chico's Tacos. Chico's Tacos. You have to go to the ghettoest section of Dallas to get it. But get Chico's. No, bro, trust me. I've never drunken a taco before I had Chico's Tacos. Trust me, it's good. But go ahead.
Drink a taco? What?
They'll figure it out. Trust me.
God.
You'll figure out what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
So Raina also gives a shout out to Kaylin, says, and she's the best costume designer ever. She is a fabulous costume designer. I got to give you. I've heard some of her costumes, so she goes like cosplay and all that kind of stuff. Is like next level, man. Seriously.
I have an idea about that, because when I went to the SAC, what's it called? SAC Comic Con, SAC Anime Con. She let me go. Didn't give me any recommendations. Didn't say if I should wear a costume or not.
Who let you? Oh, okay.
She just kind of like, oh, I went yesterday. You could have gave me some recommendations about where I should have went, which band I could have went to, it's okay. It's cool.
All right. Anyway, so enough about that. That's a whole nother topic we'll do for a different show. We can have, all the GameStop people on here and
listen, outside of the GameStoppers, anime is the future, Mayor. Anime is the future.
Yeah. You know what? I tell you, one of my favorite cartoons as a kid was kind of like pre-anime, when anime was called that. Speed Racer.
That's anime.
It's very anime-ish. Yeah.
Speed Racer's anime.
I dig that show. Yeah.
I'm
really old, so yeah. Anyways, so what's going on in town? So we had two big things over the weekend, right? Concerts on C Street. I did not go to that. I was at the football game. Thank you a lot, Dan. I missed the whole. It was this huge concert. It was fabulous. I heard all about it, and I did not go because I was substituting. I was stuntman for Dan at one of. It was a terrible game. We got totally got whooped really bad, and it was just carnage. But anyways, so I missed that. But you went.
So I went. First off, I want to say my respect to our Galt Warriors. We still have no respect for Bradshaw Christian. It is what it is. It's still Bradshaw Christian K.
No, I'm not knocking the Warriors, man. I'm there. I go, and I tell you what, even when they lose, the stands are full of fans, and that's a lot of love right there. But anyways, so tell us about the concert, man. Tell us about that.
So concert on C Street. This was an event organized by the city of Galt. Shout out to everybody who participated. Shout out to all the business owners that were there. Be it Nicole Grove, shout out to you, love you, girl. Val, shout out to Raina, love you, girl. So you too, shout out to the homies at Papas and Wings.
I like how he changes his voice when he says that. When he goes from it. He's like this. He's like this. He's like his normal JT voice. He's like, oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to.
I want to give a shout out to Raina and Nicole Chandler. What's up, girl?
Because I don't know, this is a bad habit I got. I just like to play with the effects. But essentially, imagine Dave Chappelle's block party, but a PG-13 version with good tacos. So we have this on C Street. All the businesses on the street have their own form of specialized entertainment. Shout out to Raina. She had like Raina, she owns Ink House Social. Her and her family own. It's like a tattoo shop in Galt. Jay did this 1950s theme where everybody was in there dressed like 1950s characters. Like this was like,
that looked really cool too.
Yeah. What I thought was hilarious was in pre-production, she was walking around in a 1950s dress wearing Crocs. I thought that was just hilarious. Like I was like, I'm 99% sure they didn't have Crocs in 1952. I'm just pretty sure. We can skip that.
Yeah. Peggy Sue got Crocs.
I just doubt that. Man, I'm just saying. Shout out to Papas and Wings. They actually had a live band playing funk music. Had them out there singing Earth, Wind. What's that song by Earth, Wind and Fire? Did you mind If I can't, then I love you time.
Look at
To
this
the
guy
morning
singing right
light.
now. Dang.
No, but you know the song. I never ever felt this way in my heart. Okay, whatever. So he had that.
I'm just
there,
messing with him.
there was a mechanical bull. There was a mechanical bull.
Really?
Yeah, it was a
Did you
mechanical-
ride it?
Oh God, no. God. No.
Oh
God,
man.
brother. I had
You know
one-
what you should have did? You should have went over and saw. You should have went over and saw our boy Mario from 4M Hats and got
Oh, I
yourself
saw
a
him. He
cool
was
hat.
there. I
And then
saw him.
you should have went and got on the mechanical bull, man. That would have been great. We should have videoed that.
So I saw Mario. I thought about getting the hat. I don't think they made hats in my head size, so I had to just let it go.
He was probably pretty busy. I saw he was pretty busy. I saw a
He'd
video.
be working.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to you, Mario. If you're watching me right now, much respect to you.
How's it going, Mario?
You,
Yeah.
I love seeing like our young entrepreneurs. Like I love seeing the young entrepreneurs in town like redoing the thing. Like I appreciate that. But then we're doing that. The Mechanical Bull, they had a band there. Shout out to Bannerbank. Shout out to the team, the management team at Bannerbank, particularly Mari and her husband Adam. They had this classic car show there. All these classic cars that I saw from Penelope Pit Stop as a child. Like it was a beautiful vibe because like I just love seeing how many people were out too. That was the best thing.
I saw the videos, man. It was crazy. So City told me that next year they're gonna shut the streets down for it.
I think they should do that.
This was kind of like a pilot. They wanted to see how it goes. They wanted to test the waters to see if like this kind of idea doing in the middle of the street like that with having all the businesses was popular. They wanted to get feedback to see, and they are going to do a debrief, I guess, with some of the business owners to figure out what worked. Some of the things I've heard is they're going to shut the street down. The other thing was they're going to try to make it later into the evening. I guess initially they were only approved to go to 8:30 because of the word about the music being too loud because there is some residents within close proximity, but they feel like they need to go later. So they're going to try to do that. So that's one of the goals. And other than that, I think that was really the two main things that I heard that they're going to try to tweak. But
so I think it should be a quarterly year thing. Like I think it should happen like 4 times a year, like once every 3 months or once every 4 months. I think that'd be a good idea, at least for me personally. Like I want to see that more again. I want to go outside and see our town alive like that, bro.
And you know what? And not to knock the concerts in the park, but I know some of those might be well attended and some are not as attended as well. But almost thinking maybe, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to, I'm not going to go and say just get rid of concerts in the park, but the concerts in the park thing that the city does, maybe they can swap that. Maybe do this instead. So instead of doing that, whatever interval they do the concerts in the park, maybe switch that and do this kind of thing. Just an idea.
I think the concerts in the park, the issue with the concerts in the park to me is I think they need just a little bit more better marketing. That's what I would say.
Yeah. And they could do one, like, let's say they do them 4 times a year or whatever, right? Let's just say 3 times a year or something. So they could do it on C Street like they did, right? Uptown I call it Uptown. And then they could do another one maybe over at like the parking lot with like where Tractor Supply and squeeze in and the gym and all.
Yeah.
Maybe they could do one there. So it's more on the east side oriented, or, I'm saying like move the location around each time they do it. So it's kind of like whatever. So it's not always in the same spot.
That makes sense. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
So the people that are in that spot, they go, oh, ours is coming up in October or whatever month. You know what I'm saying?
We can make it kind of almost like a city challenge thing. Like, okay, for this side, let's see if our concert in the park is better than the other side's concert in the park.
But I don't want to. I don't think we need more things to pitch east against west side. We're already kind of divided as it is. Just saying.
Are we really?
I think it gets
West
like
Side's
that.
the best.
It gets like that sometimes. So
I mean, it gets like that because we are. The West Side is the best. I mean,
yeah.
Listen, this whole room is full of talent, and it's all West Side golf. Am I lying?
This is true. You speak the truth.
Daughter in the corner. You're West Side golf, right? Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yes.
All right, so I'm going to move on. We're going to talk about. I'm going to update you guys on some sports scores and some stuff, and then when we get through some of our other normal stuff, we will get to our main topic where we will start fielding questions from the viewers. So if you do have questions you would like to see in a short while, you can throw one up, and we do have some that have been sent to us via Facebook leading up.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Old Town Dinner Dance.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You didn't. Oh, God, I'm in trouble. Yeah. So we were both at the Old Town Dinner. Shout out to Jimmy John if you're watching. If Jimmy John didn't go back to Nebraska yet, shout out to Jimmy John.
Yo, can we talk about? Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it?
What?
Can we just talk about the Jimmy John thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so shout out to Matt. Shout out to Matt,
AKA Jimmy John.
aka Jimmy John. So Matthew Ward, for those who do not know, this man is a member of the school board, also a member of Ward Engineering. He tricked all of us, including our lovely mayor, to wear his nice hats and stuff like that. Bringing all this up because Matt texts me. He like, hey, are you going to the Old Guard dinner dance? I was like, no, why? He said, I need a date. I'm like, man, we've had this conversation before. I don't swing. I'm joking. But he texted me. It's like I need a date.
He probably sees all your posts about looking for ladies, and he's like, dude, this guy needs a date. He thought you needed a date.
Yeah, but I have standards. Standards ain't dropped that bad. I'm like, well, Matt,
hey, he's a great dancer, though. I mean, at least what I saw.
And he has good credit. Bringing all this up because so Matt texts me. He's like, hey, man, I'm gonna go to the dance, right? He says, okay, cool. I said, cool, I'm gonna meet you up there. He says, oh, by the way, my cousin Jimmy John's gonna be there.
Now, and you didn't know what he was talking about, right?
I had no clue what he was talking about. I'm genuinely thinking he got a cousin named Jimmy. Jimmy, even the name sounded weird, Jimmy John, but Matthews told me he's introduced me with people who have weirder names than Jimmy John. Yeah. I won't say who because some of them live in this.
You know what I think of when somebody says Jimmy John? I think of like a beef jerky stick or something.
Jimmy John said perfect.
I know, it just sounds like I don't know. It just sounds like what's the beef jerky that sounds like that? Is it it's like Slim Jim.
Slim Jim.
See, it makes me think of that. I don't know. It's weird, but
he came there. He went to the Old Guard dinner dance. I pull up there. I don't see Matt. I'm asking Nicole. I'm asking Nicole's husband, where Matt at? I see an individual on the dance floor. All I can just describe y'all is he looks like redneck Teen Wolf. Like he has like this, this flannel, cut off flannel with these jean shorts, and he got like like the plastic handle to hold like a 6-pack of brew.
Yeah,
he got it hanging from his butt. I'm like, who?
No, I'm gonna be honest. When I look, we were just finishing eating, and I looked over and I saw him on the dance floor. He was the only one out there at that moment. It's like everybody was just finished eating, so the band had just started back up, and he went out there and he was cutting some rug. And I'm like, and I saw him, he had like a beer can in his hand. And I'm like, who is this? I'm like, is this some drunk guy that just can crash the party? I'm like, is this some drunk cowboy that just showed up? And I was thinking, do we have some security that's going to escort the guys? He's out there with the beer can. And I was like, oh my God, please don't tell me this is some guy just showed up.
Let me tell you.
And then Raina goes, I think that's Matt. And I go, Matt who? She goes, Matt what? I go, no, I was just talking to Matt 5 minutes ago. He wasn't even wearing those clothes. He was wearing a different shirt. That's not Matt.
Yo, so his part of the story is important. He did not come. He did not come dressed in that attire. He left and did a wardrobe change.
Yeah,
and came back to the party like that, bro. Like Matt, and then the funniest thing about Matt is Matt going to around telling people Jimmy John from Nebraska, Jimmy John from Nebraska, and shout out to Sean. Sean's so funny, yo. Sean was like, hey, I don't think people from Nebraska act like that, man. I don't think. You remember you were like, I don't think.
I was all serious.
I don't think this.
It's more like Arkansas or something.
Yeah, like that's like it gave Calaveras County, but not Omaha, Nebraska. Like that was wild. But shout out to Matthew, bro. We love you.
But the dinner dance was really good. The band, I liked the band. The band was good. I have to say that they had not only a vocal lead singer, the woman, but they had the other two members, both males. They both sang their own song. They actually mostly did cover songs. But they were. I was like, wow, that sounds really good. Because when you do cover songs, you're always comparing it to the originals, right? So you're like, how bad is that? Does it sound like terrible karaoke, or is that to do a good job? And they did a good job. The lighting was great. It was well participated. There was probably 30 to 40 people out on the dance floor at one given time dancing.
Shout out to Kirk. I even saw you out there. Much like the Velvet Girl, we even saw you out there cutting the rug.
It wasn't this massive event, right? It was just very low key. The idea of that event was, there's hay bales out there with blankets on them, so you can sit after you finish eating at the table. You can go out and sit on the hay bales around the dance floor, and you can enjoy the music. The weather was perfect. I mean, the weather was so perfect once the sun went down. It was a great evening. I had a good time. I enjoyed that event. It's the third year they've done it. Chamber puts it on, and I think it's great. We set up the stage and stuff, and I had a good time. So and I'm glad you came. It was good seeing you out there.
While we're on that, my last point I want to make about that. Much love to Kenny's Barbecue. They were the business that catered to that. I didn't know that they're local. Actually,
it was G Money.
It was Key Kenny's or something like that.
Huh? No, no,
it was
not
Kenny.
Key.
It was Kenny or something. I just remember
K Money. Oh gosh, I feel stupid. I can't think of who it was now. Well, we're gonna have to give them a shout out on the next show when I get there.
Sorry, brother.
They're a local too.
Yeah, that's all. That's why I was bringing them up.
Well, we're gonna give them a shout out on the next show. I'll make sure I get their name. I'll give them a little plug. So, but anyways, let's move on to some sports stuff so we can get on our main topic here. So, I want to bring up some sports. So, tonight we're gonna be talking about a little bit of Liberty stuff and some Galt High stuff. So, Liberty played Union Mine last week. The JV lost 21-6. The varsity won 37-8.